Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to all of you. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I am your DM for this evening, David Patrick. I will be running another fun game for these wonderful four down here. Everyone say hi to everyone down beneath me. Special thanks to Kieran for being here so late. And everyone being here and showing up. I appreciate you guys. Sorry we had to cancel last week. Your boy was dying, okay? It was bad. Holy shit. Anyway, we made it through.
Passed through resurrection on him.
Yeah, literally. By that meaning, bought me emergency bananas so I could get my potassium up. Let's go. Anyway, we're back through the other side. We're super excited to be here and that Kieran could join us for another evening. But that's it for me. I'd like to give a chance to the homies below me to introduce themselves. Let's start with Ryan. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the raid and bringing all your community in here. We love the people from the Purple House. Purple House people.
Purple House raid!
Purple House people.
Babies! Oh, you know, it's getting all sorts of crazy. We're getting closer and closer to 900 every day, and that's going to be a 20-hour stream. I don't know if we're going to get there anytime soon, but who's to say? So get on over here. I promise you, I don't bite hard.
Unfortunate. We're gonna have to just make a whole bunch of bot accounts and follow the fuck out of you when we make that 20-hour stream happen right away. We need it. We need it in our lives.
All of them slur name.
The fantastic.
I made Maya say it the other day.
You made Maya say a slur, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
What's the F slur that you're trying to not say? And then she said it, and then I was like, well, there it is. There it is.
French.
That's the F word. Everyone knows. Everyone knows it well.
Fudge.
Fudge. Next
Fudge.
up, we got Just JTB, who was streaming the other day. Everyone go say some love to JTB. JTB, say hi.
Howdy, I'm JTB. I play video games on stream sometimes. I do screaming noises on stream sometimes, even while playing video games. Yeah, I've been trying to stream more, so it's probably going to be a lot of Path of Exile, because that's what I've been playing a bunch of, and I don't have enough RAM to stream Tarkov, so...
More RAM needed. More RAM.
Yeah, dash me.
We're going to have to do a RAM JTB event, because we can make that happen. We made it happen for Ryan. We can make it happen for you too, buddy.
Well, it'd be significantly more expensive currently.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, thanks AI, data centers, assholes. All right, you can go.
Miles, you bastard.
All this so Ryan can torment a fucking robot every other
All
day.
this so he can make robots say slurs.
Oh my god. You had wet food on you. Now my arm stinks. You're a messy Bessie. Okay. God damn. I'm gonna go wash this while Kieran takes a chance to introduce himself and say hi. I will be right back. You're an asshole.
Hi everyone, I'm Kieran and I am joining the group again today on Father Gustav, the old grumpy alcoholic cleric.
Emphasis on alcoholic, emphasis on grumpy.
Definitely not alcohol.
I would honestly say emphasis on cleric based on all the shit he was whipping out in the fucking session. Jesus, clerics.
Father, or should I say daddy?
Daddy.
Daddy Gustav.
Daddy Gustav.
Papa, daddy, husband.
We gotta get you some bling that just says Daddy Gustav on it. It'll be an
We have
enchanted.
Thunder Daddy.
That'll be.
We have Daddy Gustav.
I can probably work.
Your
something
fucking
out, no
holy
problem.
symbol is just Daddy Gustav bling.
You
Welcome
can
in,
see him
Retro. Thanks for
sitting
coming
at
in,
the
buddy.
fireplace with a big gold chain around his
Oh
neck
my
with Daddy
God.
Gustav on it and a drink in hand.
Oh my god, wild times. And
We're
last but
slowly
not
turning
least.
this into a Yowie campaign.
Oh god. Anything but that.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Next up, Chris. Bring it home. Introduce yourself to the people before we get started.
I'm Chris. I do things and stuff. And play as Xechas,
There you go.
who had a little companion and got fucking off.
Yeah, poor Smith.
You should rebuild him better.
We're gonna need a workshop for that shit. But
Oh, wait, no.
In terms of exciting things for us, I forgot to mention this at the start. We are going to be planning a very special one-shot coming up. We're not going to give you any details just yet because we're not quite locked in on everything, but it's going to be very, very soon. And we will be having a very special guest. Nerd Hollow will once again be joining us on the stream. In what role, you shall never know. Well, you'll know when the stream happens. Anyway, we're super looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun to get to play with Nerd again. So everyone keep an eye out for that. We'll be doing announcements and promos in the Discord in the next few weeks here. However, with all of that being said, I do believe it is time to get back on a serious note and get back into our game. So, when last we left off, the party had a bit of a difficult decision to make. Choosing to stay behind to protect the children who were yet still living and perhaps try to make some kind of valiant escape while distracting the Oni and his hag companion upstairs. A violent battle ended up ensuing between the party and their enemies, in which both Dusty and Xechas were pretty substantially hit by various forms of magic and glavery. However, you were able to overcome the Oni, who had so beguiled you for the last few weeks, and then made a valiant run back into the tunnels to escape the hag. Dusty, using the remainder of your black powder, I guess we're calling it a keg. It was a horn. That was my bad. I got caught in the moment. Destroying your powder horn that you used to reload all of your weapons, leaving you without the capability of shooting after you fire your final shot, causing the explosion that collapsed the cavern. You run, making your way into the pit trap below, where it seems something had been scavenging food. A young and somewhat feral-looking kobold by the name of Gumgum that had been met by Vykarl in the tunnels below while he was escorting the children away. You managed to convince him to perhaps show you the way a little with a little bit of convincing and, of course, some bribery in the form of Father Gustav's special blend of alcohol, which the kobold enjoyed quickly and to great effect. He led you to a small lair where he seemed to be surviving, and you staying behind at the behest of Violet, who told you, in somewhat broken English for the first time speaking common, job to do. You stayed behind to protect the children. However, as time continued ticking by, your own anxiety kind of overcoming you, you began making the climb back out the cavern to try to meet Dusty, who you did, in fact, reconnect with as he came whipping around the corner at the end of the tunnel. You heard an explosion behind, and Xechas kind of crawling up behind with Father Gustav. You see Dusty is looking, I believe, quite worse for wear right now, if I'm not mistaken. Vykarl as well, or not Vykarl, Xechas, absolutely beat to a pulp, and Father Gustav bearing a little bit of damage himself. And that is where we left off last session, so let's pick up there as Dusty and Vykarl, you come face to face here in the bottom of these caverns, just outside the lair of Gumgum the Kobold.
And I just go right for like the first wound that I would see, and then just kind of I'm gonna. I clap my hands and just try, and there's a little sputter of light that just kind of goes.
All right. Okay. So I do appreciate. Can we maybe, as he's still crawling in this little bit, just
yes, of course. So, right. So sure. Come on. Pull him out and try to get him down to where Gumgum's hideout is.
Yeah, you kind of have to pull him down this somewhat rocky but slippery chute that kind of has this buildup of God knows what, as many, many bodies have likely been dragged down this tunnel in various forms of decay. Also the algae that kind of just congregates along the sides. You do slide out the bottom and find yourself in a decently sized cavern with a little trickle of water kind of running down the western wall, freezing in a little bit of a puddle. The frigid cold of the winter still reaching these depths with seemingly no heat. You see the remnants of an old fire pit that looks like it hasn't been used in quite some time. In the top corner, you see pile of bones from various creatures, the most recent of which appears to be an orc who is kind of halfway carved, for lack of a better term. And it seems that this is Gumgum's latest, meal.
Oh,
Once we get in, I'm just gonna kind of like collapse down onto the ground and lean against the cave wall.
You seem to have found yourself quite a location.
This is Gumgum.
Your attention is drawn to this tiny red kobold with blue highlights kind of accenting his features. A somewhat feral look in his eyes and a slight bit of foam around the edges of the mouth, but he turns towards you, still kind of holding his spear, somewhat defensively, as so many new faces have wandered into his home. Hi.
Oh, Gumgum. I point to Gustav. He make liquor. He do the liquor. He's liquor. Drink from him.
Oh, you make more yum yum for Gumgum?
I look over at Gustav.
I just stare at Fight Carl, and then by Gumgum. Take my backpack off, take out a bottle.
He rushes over to you. The spear just kind of plants in the ground. You see his bed that he was kind of standing on and shuffling through is just a collection of random bits of junk with a little bit of straw kind of mixed in, and a large teddy bear kind of sitting in the corner, propped up against the wall. He runs over to you, Gustav. Hold hands out for the booze.
I'll give him a bottle.
He grabs and pops the cork off and just immediately starts swigging it. I'm gonna need to pull up a Kobold. I forgot to pull up his sheet. Doesn't really matter because it's just a fucking Kobold. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I need you to roll me a d6 for poison damage. As he rolls at 0 on his Constitution save.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Ain't too bad.
That one didn't go through.
I saw it. It was a 1.
Was it a 1?
Whoop up.
No, nothing came through.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay. You see him kind of down the booze and then kind of grab his stomach and keel over. And he kind of hobbles over to his bed and grabs the teddy bear and kind of holds it tight and just snuggles up to it and begins rocking in the corner. And you hear from the group of children you have also brought down here, "That's Rosie! That's my Rosie!" You see one of the little girls go up to the front, kind of indignantly standing there as she sees this drunk kobold now seemingly carrying the teddy that she was taken with.
Oh, damn it. Oh.
She doesn't appear like she's going to go over and take it, but she's definitely clocked that. Gumgum is down for the count, having taken 1 poison damage. If you rolled a 6, he would have died immediately. Just outright permadeath instant.
I'm gonna ask how much health he has.
He has 5 HP because he's a fucking kobold.
Throws up his spleen.
Literally would have died.
I go over to the teddy bear that's on his bed.
Mm-hmm. He's
And
snuggled right up with it now.
And I look at him. He's got her little bear, huh?
Seemingly.
I go over to his teddy bear and I pick it up and hold it the same way. And I just look at him.
He's holding the teddy bear currently.
Oh, he's holding that
he
one.
He literally
okay.
there's only the one. He just hunched over and grabbed it, and he's kind of
only the
rocking
one.
as his tummy's hurting.
Okay.
And seemingly, this little girl recognized her teddy.
Shit.
Parenting problems.
I'm gonna let that
All
go
right.
for now.
We'll handle the whole teddy bear thing in a minute, little one. I'm sorry. We have to.
Yeah, it's okay.
We gotta regroup. We're as he's bleeding profusely.
Yeah. Very
We're,
rough shape.
I'm gonna
Worse for
I'm just
wear.
gonna quietly get up and walk over to the kobold and take the savager head out of my bag of holding.
It is
Size
still
it up.
rather furry. Yeah, it's about the same size.
Is it about the same size?
A little more, rotten
Eft.
at this point, but
He might like that.
semi-preserved.
try
You
and-
guys did some effort
I'm gonna
to
try and
preserve.
swap him out.
Roll me a sleight of hand with advantage because he's drunk and asleep.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna wake up holding a severed head. Oh my god.
21.
Yeah, there's no roll needed for that. He can't possibly beat it. You just kind of grab the teddy by the head, grab the Ravager, and in a very like Indiana Jones, removing the fucking treasure and swapping it with a bag of sand, just make this swap. Gumgum just kind of like squeezes it and it squelches against him a little bit as he does so. But you find yourself holding this little girl's
God.
teddy.
You got Rosie.
Perfect. I'm just gonna quietly go over and give it to her, and then go sit back down against the wall.
Grabs it and just kind of squeezes it tight. Calms down a little bit.
Gustav will be looking at Vitecarl and ask, "You did warn him about the string of the alcohol, didn't you?"
Oh, the strength. Oh no, I'm not sure if he'll actually know the word strength. He knew the word alcohol.
That's fair.
He knew that
Oh,
word real good. Liquor, booze. I think he knows all of them.
He'll be out for a couple of hours at least.
Oh, he might die, but yeah, he's a good guy.
Well, that's good.
Oh, I'm gonna go
Both
over
eyes
to
closed.
Dusty and sort of, kind of hold him a little bit. Just, I've got nothing left to help anybody here.
It is perfectly fine. We just need to sit a little minute. He's gonna look towards Violet. Motion her over.
She kind of just walks right over to you very quickly.
Well, I said come back. I didn't say come back looking like shit, but that's okay.
I came back, and then he's gonna kind of reach his arm around her and then pull Vitecarl even closer down and
Get
just
some human crutch
pull 'em both
situation going.
in.
Fair.
As he's just kind of breathing heavy. He feels like shit.
You look like shit. Yeah. No, absolutely fair. So you kind of just lean against the wall with your two most important peoples. Unless, Father Gustav has some healing in the pocket, or Xechas, you have anything?
Gustav will sit down, put his hands together, and start saying a prayer and cast prayer of healing on
Okay.
the group,
A 10-minute cast for that.
including Violet.
Sounds good. You spend 10 minutes casting your spell. Xechas, are you doing anything in that time as you see Father Gustav sit, grab his holy symbol, and begin praying?
Everyone gets 12 HP back.
Oh, nice. No, I'll probably just be sitting there with my tinker's tools, slowly mending the fucking broken pieces of my arm and innards.
Mm-hmm. Valid. Yeah, you're in pretty rough shape after all that.
Yeah.
Chunks of ice still kind of embedded in some of the gears. You have to like pick it out as it do. You feel parts kind of whirring back to life a little bit. You're able to breathe, or not so much. You're dead. You don't need to breathe, but there's like no longer this crushing pressure of gears digging into your actual organs, and you seem to be more or less fixed up. Visually, at least.
Stay here for a little while longer. Could use the rest.
I think we all can use
absolutely.
the rest here. I'm pretty much out of magic now.
Right.
Before he lets them go completely,
Mhm.
He's just gonna lean closer to Vitecarl. He's dead.
there's a moment where you see Vicarl's been very tense this whole time. And thank you.
Well, you can thank Xechas.
And Vicarl is just looking at the... I like to think I probably covered him up with my coat, but the body that I brought down into the room is just covered by a white fuzzy coat.
Yeah. Comfortable enough place to sleep on.
We're gonna bring him back.
Do everything we can, alright?
Now, let's get you figured out, and I'm gonna bring you over to the bone pile.
Mm-hmm. You do see next to the orc there's a broken fishing rod, and he seems to be wearing the apparel of a fisherman. It seems like he might have been fishing somewhere in the ocean, got perhaps dragged in by a current somehow, but you do hear the sound of echoing, kind of rushing water far deeper into the cave that kind of carries through here. But
Vicarl, as he's bringing over, just looks at the body and goes, "Wonder how Gumgum killed him." Just sits him down on the thing.
violently.
Xechas just opens his eyes from his spot on the ground and looks at the kobold suspiciously, closes his eyes again.
Fair.
I think it's a good idea to take some time and rest, but she was a little hell bent on chasing us down, clawing her way through, so I wouldn't recommend us staying incredibly long.
You know, just a minute or 60 would be good.
I would say you guys have collapsed two of the only entryways into this space and are fairly comfortable in assuming that you are safe. Take an actual rest if you would like.
I think we could probably set up like a full camp, but I wouldn't recommend us being here for more than a day.
We should probably keep a watch on, one.
Xechas, do you have a powder keg for that rifle? Or
yes.
powder flask?
I'll reach into my bag of holding and get the one that you gave me.
Yeah, just like a large horn full of gunpowder. Say it's
Mine's a little indisposed, so
there's enough for
Is
that
15
what I
shots in
heard?
there total.
And I'll give it to you. Do you need any
I thought I heard something.
any ammunition? I have the ones that you gave me as well.
I should have enough for however much powder's in here.
Yeah,
Very good.
Vicarl, you do remember hearing a very loud and distinct explosion. Is what caused... Oh, that was nice. I liked that. Which is what caused you to abandon your post in the end, but it does seem that they have returned at least without any, permanently mortal damage. I do want to ask, who is taking a watch, or are we taking a watch? What's the plan for that?
Vicarl first. He just...
Okay.
As soon as we start talking about it, he just stands up.
And I only need to be down for 4 hours, so we'll get up after and I can take the rest of the watch.
If you wake me up after a couple hours, I'll stay up for a while till Xechas gets up.
I look over at Dusty and I go, "Yes, I'll wake you up. Don't worry about it."
Xechas opens
Go
his
to
eyes and
sleep.
just points to everybody in the room. To the children especially.
All right. You know what? Now that I think about it,
Mhm.
I kind of don't want to. Listen, guys, I need to. I need to
Yes, you
sleep,
do.
man.
Yes, you. I'm not
Violet,
gonna lie to you for a
stay
second.
up
I
and
wasn't gonna
watch.
wake you up.
Violet, you're gonna have to take a watch.
Yeah, I got it. I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna keep my eyes on That thing.
All right,
Yeah.
well, children, it's nap time.
But it's so cold down here.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take my
it's-
bag of coal.
Ah.
Uh,
How much you
gonna
got left?
Fill my heat pack, and
Mhm.
I haven't really used it on this trip, to be honest. Like since no, that's right, we used it on the no, never mind, coal's gone.
Coal gone.
I was gonna say, I'm
Oh,
like,
you
I'm
turn it
pretty sure
over,
we
just-
used a decent chunk of the coal. There's not a lot of burnable stuff down here other than like old
Yeah.
dry bones, which aren't necessarily the best for starting a fire or maintaining one. But it's up to you guys how you handle that. These kids are cold, they're hungry, and they are not keen on sleeping on frozen ground without at least a fire to keep them warm.
Dusty's gonna start rummaging through his bag, pulls out the fucking winter blanket that Zayas has given him.
Mm.
I also have a tent that I can probably set up in here.
Oh, cute for the kids. Little heat
Little-
pod.
Little heat tent.
Perfect.
I'm down. Yeah. You pitch up a tent. Something you'll be able to put some like hot rocks in if you do manage to start a fire and provide a little extra warmth. Dusty, you said you grabbed what from your bag?
The big winter blanket that Zayas had given him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
some oil, a tinder box, and I've got a blanket in my backpack. So I can, well, maybe pour the oil on the ground, put the rocks in it to heat them up.
Yeah. That's feasible. You have enough cloth and other stuff to burn if you need to. Okay. So I will say, unless someone has magical means of starting a fire, Zayas, I believe you do.
Yeah, once you pour the oil down, I'll just give it a little firebolt.
Figured. Yeah, as the flame kicks off, the room is kind of lit ever so slowly as the flame grows and grows. It burns fast and hot, but the large kind of thick blanket now doused in oil provides kind of a surface for it to continue burning off of for a while. You doubt it will last all night, but it's enough to at least get some warmth here into the tunnel or the space. With the tent as well, the kids kind of pile in. They're hesitant still, but they seem more keen for that than just sleeping on solid rock floor. You manage to get the cavern a little warmer. You all begin your rest for the evening. Invite Carl as the person on guard. I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Boop, boop. And Vicarl's just sitting next to his white coat on the ground in a clump, just
Mhm.
holding it. And I'm very, very focused on that. Nothing.
Every now and again, you're like your hand on the body next to you. You kind of focus on that, lose yourself in whatever doubts or thoughts you're having on that subject. That's occasionally broken up by the sound of dripping, running water kind of trickling down the wall across from you. But your watch passes without incident, and the night is quiet for the most part. Almost too quiet. You're almost wishing for a distraction at that point. But 4 hours pass, and Xechas, you can go ahead and hit your long rest button, so you're no longer exhausted. I will say the fire will last at most 2 hours.
Okay.
Until all of it's kind of mostly burnt to ash, but you are able to at least get, like I said, some warmth in the cavern. Xechas, by the time you wake up, the cold is kind of beginning to creep in once more.
I have a torch. Just one singular torch. I'm going to take it out and light it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Have myself a torch going.
Perfect. I'm gonna probably just, and I sort of lean back on the rock where I am, hands still on the body, and just stay here, I think.
I feel comfortable. It's comfortable.
Xechas, roll me a perception check as you hear the sound of the large Goliath next to you begin snoring, kind of begins to fill the cave. Y'all are cooking with the checks right now. The rest of your watch passes without incident, but around the say around the 3-hour mark of your watch, you see a pair of eyes just reflecting the little bit of torchlight from where Gumgum is sleeping as he opens his eyes and looks towards you. He just waves a little hand.
Who are you?
My name is Xechas. And I point to invite Carl. Friend.
Ah, drink man. Drink man, good to Gumgum. Me Gumgum.
Yes. No. Thank you for helping.
Anything for Yum Yum for Gumgum.
Taps the bottle that's now hanging at his side.
Strong stuff. Work good.
Very much so, yes.
He kind of stumbles out of bed towards the water and gives his face like a hangover cure splash of frigid ice water.
Did he just not clock that it was a different thing in his arms? Did he just drop it or what?
He's still holding it. It doesn't
perfect.
seem at all to have noticed. Actually, you know what? As he's puts it down to splash himself, we'll see what happens. He's still pretty foggy. Yeah, he rolls a 4. He sees something large and fuzzy, and he's just happy with it. He doesn't pay any notice to the slight odor of decay. He has been sleeping down here with a literal rotting orc corpse, so everything kind of smells that way anyway. He doesn't seem to notice. Splashes his face, grabs it, brings it back over to his bed, and kind of leans it in the corner as he does. Sits with his legs crossed. He's just watching you awkwardly in silence.
I'm just going to kind of go back to what I was doing, which was making another infusion because my homunculus servant doesn't exist. I was going to infuse my armor.
Okay. He's watching you intently as you're going through the motions and pulling out all your books and studying and making these calculations and laying these very small enchantments into your armor. And as you finish, there's this light glow. And with your shitty 4 perception check, you don't notice, but Gumgum has just gradually creeped over to you as you're doing it until his eyes are about 2 inches from where you are working. There's just a kobold nose sticking into your peripheral vision.
When he gets there, I'm just like, just keep working.
He's just fascinated.
Just, like, scooch back just like the tiniest little bit. Just keep working. I'm sure he seems very intrigued by the inventiveness he is witnessing. You can, if you want, roll me a nature check just for funsies. Okay.
And then we'll say there you go. You are aware of kobolds. They often are members of either dragon worshipping cults, kind of acting as like basic cannon fodder. But deeper than that, they are also a highly industrious race who make inventions that make the goblin stuff look like the top of the line, absolute pinnacle of design. Like they're making these insane, barely functional things that hold their entire society together. They're a very inventive race, and you gather that's where a lot of the curiosities come. As the 4
Remember
hours.
the bee launcher in Critical Role.
Yeah, exactly. As the 4 hours comes to a close, at the end of your watch, everyone kind of begins waking up. You hear the children in the tent beginning to stir and complain about the cold. Carl, Dusty, and Father Gustav, you all awaken to find the kobold just sitting a couple feet from Xechas, who's just kind of holding up his jacket that now has a bit of a more magical sheen to it, for lack of a better term.
At some point,
Similar to like when my armor's activated, it's got a kind of green hue to it.
Nice.
at some point throughout the night, Dusty would have went from being slumped where he was to slumped next to Vitegarl.
Just slowly, like the same as Gumgum did towards the invention, just kind of slither along the wall till you're next to. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Vitegarl, you wake up with Dusty's head just on your shoulder and your other hand still on the body that was next to you.
Why is Gumgum sitting like that?
He was just watching what I was doing to this. as I'm putting it back on.
Oh. Do you like Gumgum? You like what man do?
Gumgum like shiny. Man make shiny jacket. Gumgum like. Gumgum like.
Do you know magic at all, Gumgum?
No.
Hmm.
But no need
Wonder.
magic if have jar of bees.
Amen to
That's
that.
very true.
Gumgum doesn't have jar of bees.
Hi, Chatter.
You have to cast Jar of Bees at 7th level.
So the kids begin making their way out of the tent, still kind of bundled in whatever they have, the bedrolls and stuff that were kind of provided for them, now acting as like shawls and cloaks to keep them warm. They seem perplexed at the location in which they find themselves, but there's a little bit of comfort growing knowing that they're mostly out of harm's way.
All right. I think we should probably come up with a plan on how to get out of here, given we don't know what's happening back there. Looks at the other cave.
Right. Well, Gumgum said that there's not a way out per se.
No way out. Way in. Go deeper.
Yeah. So we could try and find a way out if we went deeper, or we could try and dig our own way out.
All right. Digging seems like it would take quite some time.
I will admit, I am feeling a lot more prepared today. Nothing like a good night's sleep to instill your narcissism back. But I feel like I could do a lot of digging again. I could make that happen.
I'm too old to dig.
I think we should explore a little bit and just see if there's not an easy way out, and comes to it, that's always an option.
All right.
Gumgum, was it?
Eh? What wrong with Gumgum?
Nothing. Do you know what's further in?
Monsters. Angry thing. Angry monster. A cave, underground, everything, eat everything, really.
It couldn't be worse than what was behind us.
No, definitely not. Gumgum scared of Blue Man.
Blue Man's dead.
You kill Blue Man? Gumgum!
And he goes forward and just starts kneeling at your feet. Violet kind of comes up behind you and he sees the dragon, kind of clocks that for the first time now that he's sober, and he stops praying to you and his eyes are just locked on Violet, completely transfixed by her.
Oh,
He reaches a hand out to try and touch her on the forehead.
shiny dragon. No see shiny dragon.
He says the Violet. In Draconic, specifically.
Okay, he switches into Draconic and begins speaking much more fluidly.
Gumgum's not gonna hurt you, pretty girl. He just hasn't seen anything like you before.
He puts a hand on Violet. I'm going to roll an animal handling check for him if that's okay.
Gumgum's kind of eloquent. Yay!
Is that charisma or wisdom? He doesn't have
Animal
it.
handling's wisdom.
Wisdom, thank you. Oh shit! Okay. So with a 16, I'm gonna say that's baseline good enough for him to put his hand on Violet's head and just hold it there for a second.
Gumgum didn't know you still existed.
And he's just kind of locked in on that. He doesn't move his hand.
I just look at Vikarl and Gustav after them switching into Draconic. Just kind of,
It just sounds like a number of like gurgles and growls coming from a draconic mouth. Very visceral.
Huh.
I think the first thing Dusty asks after realizing he's just so much more comfy seeming talking like this. He's like, would you prefer if we just chatted like this?
Oh, Gumgum speaks just fine. It's the upper people language I'm not good with. Little complicated, lots of syllables.
Oh, that's what I meant. I can just talk to you like this.
Oh, that's
if you
great.
prefer this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is my daughter, Violet. Motions.
He seems confused.
How does that work?
Adoption?
Oh, okay. You protect?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good girl. Pats her on the forehead very like awkwardly. He steps back.
Gumgum pledges his allegiance to Great Dragon Master.
And he just plants himself in
well.
front of you holding his spear very ceremonially.
Sixth wonder.
I don't know if we got to take it that far. I do appreciate it, and we would like your help getting through here. But hell, we could probably even give you a much nicer place to stay up top.
Gumgum finds sunlight kind of grating on the eyes, but if you have like a basement or cellar, I've lived in a few of those.
Well, we got a basement, and we're gonna have a giant cave. So
Bigger than Gumgum Cave?
it's got to hold her when she's bigger. So yeah.
I get to live with Dragon? Gumgum in.
Oh, that depends. If she wants to share, she's okay sharing, I guess.
He's just like, you share with Gumgum? We'll see how it happens with that later on. But yeah, he's now standing like next to you with the spear just ready.
Gumgum can show you the way, but there's some not nice things. There's things with 8 legs that move really fast and can climb. There's another big blue thing, but it's not like the one that was upstairs. It's more, stinky. And then there's the river, which is probably the safest in terms of just going, but it's usually infested with something. Lots of food.
All right. Well, I can bring that up. Do you know? I assume you know which path each monster's down.
He points that way.
River?
To the north. The northern one takes you there. And he points south and he says,
Fighters and troll.
Okay.
to the south.
All right. Give me a moment. He's gonna. Well, you'll be able to hear me still, but they don't speak like this.
Yeah, they're not very smart, I guess, huh? Uh-huh.
While this is going on, all of a sudden you hear some swearing coming from Father Gustav. When he opens his bags and finds out there's just one more bottle left. The rest is all gone.
Oh no. This is your side quest, is you just open a distillery somewhere in Fort Mismere or some shit.
I've got brewer supplies.
Made with
Just don't
only
have
the finest
stuff.
of swamp water.
Yes.
He makes a whole moonshine operation down in this cave.
In the fucking basement of your house. Hi, Chowder. I know there's a squirrel out there. Please be careful, okay?
All right. So Gumgum, as he was telling me, the river is the northern path, and down to the south there's some kind of spiders and troll thing.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like the river is the obvious choice. Is there a boat of any kind? Or
I'm not sure. He did say the river is usually infested with stuff, right, Gumgum?
Yeah, small things, but usually a lot of them. It's a good place to, it's where I found that guy.
And he points to the orc.
I think he got washed up somewhere and got sucked into the cave and ended up in the rivers. It happens. And where most of Gumgum's food comes from, actually. That and the death pit, but I think that's closed now.
Indiana Jones, The Search for Sobriety.
The search for
Fucking
non-sobriety.
Father Gustav is about to detox down here, y'all.
incredible.
Wait, a river. If we can now I could become a boat of sorts. It's a sentence I didn't think I'd ever say.
I mean, we have seen you become giant octopus before.
Something like that, and we could just try and go upriver. Maybe we can find where it funnels into.
Good. Between you two, looks at Violet and Vicarl, probably pull or carry most of us, I think.
Right.
River move very fast, and at bottom of cliff, but not a big cliff. Gumgum's seen things swim in it, but never tried myself.
I mean, we did just take out an Oni. How hard could a troll be?
And spiders.
Not same time.
That's right.
Well, that's helpful. It's I mean, we've dealt with spiders before. And to be fair, we almost killed the last troll we saw before we realized he was friendly.
You know friendly troll?
Mm.
They do
Yes, his
exist,
name is-
surprisingly.
You-
Bad.
Oomba bad. You have interesting friends.
You're-
That we do.
When Vicarl shows you what he's talking about, your mind will be blown.
Mm-hmm.
Gumgum excited.
He switches back to common.
Make magic, Gumgum like.
Oh, I make much magic, Gumbum. Damn it.
You call me
Gum
Gumbum.
Bum.
You call me Gumbum. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Nickname. You've already got a nickname. You're already part of the crew.
Gumgum, one of
Oh,
you.
alright. Yeah,
Well-
I think so. He seemed really interested in what Xechas was doing. He's very interested in what Father Gustav is doing. I think he's a pretty good fit.
Gumgum fit
Alright,
lots of places. He's really small.
Yeah.
I haven't yet informed you guys, and Gum can tell you himself. He did swear fealty to me.
Get
and
out.
Violet.
Oh?
Okay,
that
well,
was
this
all.
is
And I
already
told
working
him
out.
he might be able to live in Violet's cave if he just comes and helps us.
3,
Gum
4,
live with
5,
dragon.
6,
Gumgum live with
7,
dragon.
8. 8th member. 9.
I
Welcome.
look at Gumgum. Would you be willing to help me with things like what I did last time?
Oh, you make Gumgum shiny jacket?
I could teach you, yes.
Oh. Yeah, Gumgum in. Gumgum loyal to Dragon Man, though. Or Dragon Cat.
That's
Of
okay.
course.
He just shrugs. He's like,
If Dragon Lord tell me to stab you, Gumgum do it.
I lean in and I just go, "Don't worry, Gum. I am too." Who said that?
Gumgum not understand.
That's okay. You don't have to. Who
Indraconic.
said that?
Indraconic. Dusty will just
Gum-Gum.
say, mate.
Oh. Gumgum impressed.
It's
It's
just-
Looking at them
like-
both.
I love that we've had this like dead child resurrection hanging over the party, and we've spent an hour just fucking shooting the shit with Gumgum.
I mean, you gotta get
charming.
to know your employees if you want to make them happy.
Fair. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Did Gum like alcohol?
Gumgum very tasty. Make Gumgum's tummy hurt. Had to cuddle teddy bear.
And he looks back at the teddy bear, and now that he's awake and sober.
That not teddy bear, Gumgum like more.
And he grabs it and squeezes the head. You see one of the eyes just pop out as he squeezes just a little too hard.
Well, how about this, Gum? If you help us today, I'll teach you how to make alcohol yourself.
Gumgum
You
help.
can make all the alcohol you want.
Gumgum loyal to Dragon Lord, but questioning allegiances.
I mean, if you want to go with him and learn how to make alcohol, that's fine. Violet won't take you, let you stay in the cave at that. But
Gumgum have decision to make.
He gathers up his stuff, which is just the now rotting head that he's carrying with him, and he just kind of puts it in this like haphazard backpack that you think he fashioned to carry the teddy bear with him on his trips. But it barely just holds the head, so there's just like two of the eyes, one of which is just hanging loosely out of the socket, kind of staring at you as he's putting his backpack on.
Incredible.
So, you have an idea of what may lie ahead. What's the plan? What are we doing with the corpse?
I'll gather that up in my jacket, and I will sort of put it into a wrap style.
Mm-hmm.
Carry it that way.
Gustav, do you know anything more we could do currently?
Well, there's two things we can do. Either we try and find a way out of here first, and after that I'm gonna need some, depending on what we encounter, I'm probably gonna need some rest. Or I can try and bring back the child now, but I won't be of any help during fights, because that's gonna drain everything I have, and yeah, I'll just be an extra weight on your legs.
That's not entirely true, but
I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot down here that's going to give us as much of a run as the previous things. And outside of those hags showing up, if you want me to be honest, I'm fully confident we could have handled the one by himself. I mean, we had him running.
perhaps
I
Gustav,
guess
could
it's-
you
Go
be
ahead.
in charge of keeping the kids safe while we, take care of things? If you need to help with the fighting, help, but you could, keep the little ones from getting hurt.
I can definitely do
It'd be
that.
good to
I
have someone.
If I use the magic now, I won't be able to use magic at all until I can at least get some solid rest. So it's up to you guys what you want.
Dusty looks to White Girl.
But Carl's just looking at the white coat. If we get him out, he'll still be able to be brought back. Get him out.
Yeah, you would have time.
Yeah. I would have time to do so.
Like Carl just looks over at all the little kids. If we run into anything down there that's scarier than upstairs, we're gonna need all our hands on deck. Hug the body. I'm gonna make sure this little guy gets out in one piece. He's going to get out, and I'm going to get him back. And everything's gonna be fine. Much better if you have all your tips and tricks all.
I'm going to hell.
Dusty's gonna
Out in
do-
one piece is the line that got me.
Yeah.
I was contemplating saying something, but I was like, no, not doing it.
Even
I
Vykarl
think-
had a moment of son of a bitch. I just said that.
I think that Dusty
DM.
taps Xechas, like motioning to open the bag. Now that the Savager head is not in the bag, and then he's
Yeah,
gonna
you
real
can-
quick
Or
before
any
the
of
kids come out of the
Aurochs meat or
tent,
anything.
remove the head from where Mike Carl has it in the coat and just put it in the bag.
You
'cause it's
could-
just like
Comfortably put
Uh,
the whole
the whole thing in.
body in there. Yes, very
Yeah.
Okay.
easily. There's plenty of room.
I would concede to that. There would be a moment where I stop and then.
Trust me, it's full safekeeping. Nothing can happen in there.
You store the body safely. The kids kind of begin filing out of the tent as they've all awakened. They don't really clock everything that's just happened in that conversation, but they seem anxious to leave.
All right, let's
All right.
get this tent packed up and get out of here.
Easily done.
Right.
we're gonna have to go down a path that's a little arduous. He's like leaned down talking to the kids.
I mean,
We're
scary.
gonna have to go along the river. No telling. We'll keep you safe, but it's gonna be cold. We'll have to deal with it. We'll get you nice and warm once we get out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll be okay.
He kind of, the oldest boy, kind of puts his arms around the three other kids with him.
We've been through worse.
Try and think of it like a really fun water slide.
Okay, sure. I haven't had much fun in a while. Water slide sounds good.
There is a canon water park, by the way, now, officially, that water slides have been mentioned.
Six Flags.
Mm-hmm. There's six of
Six rocks.
something. Oh god. Okay. So, the kids are calm and ready to follow. Which road are you taking? You said you're gonna go for the river? Powder, I need my stream deck, dude. What the fuck?
That seemed like the general
see, yeah.
consensus was for the
Uh-huh.
river.
Is pause gonna
River
change the
route.
scene? Stop.
Yeah.
He turned down the music.
Is there anything? Is there anything that you want to bring, Gumgum?
Gumgum have everything Gumgum need.
Jiggles the head
Excellent.
on his back and has his spear. He's wearing just
Oh,
like
boy.
tatters of leather, some of it somewhat orcish colored and fresh looking. Yeah. He's made some armor pieced together from whatever he can get his hands on. He seems ready to go. We're going the river route. Okay, Chowder, I love you, bro. Right here. There we go. Okay, so who is taking the lead?
But I will.
Okay, you go.
Boop up.
Is there any light?
No, it is pitch black.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 rocks and I'm gonna turn them into lights.
Okay.
Mercy.
I'm gonna give one to that old kid.
Okay. He holds on to it.
Messed him light.
So they have a light as well. Yep.
Um,
So this kid with the 4 out of 4 HP represents each child. This is easier than dragging 4 minis around the map. So if the number goes down, that just
second middle
means
class.
kids have died. So keep an eye on that number, I guess.
Mhm.
So,
I'll give one to. But Carl doesn't have dark vision either, right?
no.
Right.
Yeah, give one to you, and then I'll give one to Father Gustav.
Okay,
And then I'm
so
going to cast dark vision on myself.
Gustav, are
Who's
you
gonna
doing
take the lead?
your cleric thing, or does that take spell slots?
No, it doesn't take spell
Oh, this is
slots.
it.
You guys are in pitch black, even once the fire has gone out. So keep that in mind. But you have a decent amount of light from Xechas, kind of giving you just a dim radius of light from which you can see. And Vykarl, you said you're taking the lead?
That
Yeah.
I am.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check as you begin your way
Boop up.
down the northern cave. You can see already it's
With
not
rapids.
particularly far. You can hear rushing water up ahead. Yes, Dusty.
We got our full long rest in.
Yeah, everyone hits long
Right,
rest, so you
okay.
can heal yourself on roll 20 and everything as well.
Hey.
As you make your way forward, oh, there's two little. Are those dots are there? They have to be there. Clear drawings. Weird. Either way, doesn't matter. You kind of continue along this northern passage until the sound of water gets almost cacophonously loud as it's just echoing through this large cavern, and you step out and find yourself on an edge of a cliff that goes a bit down about 15-20 feet, depending on where the height of this is, but like because it's kind of weaving along the side along this long ledge. But below you see a river moving quite fast, exiting through a northern cave and flowing at least what you think to be a northern cave at this point. You guys have been underground for a while, going a bunch of different directions, but the water seems to be flowing south. In the water, you see these large boulders that look like they've either fallen down or washed in on the current over time, that are tall enough to kind of jump across, and you can see evidence on the other side of someone having set up a small camp here at one point as you're making your way inside, just over here, but there's no remnants of anyone currently living. The water moves quite quick and then exits to the south. You do even see remnants of small boats, these old just broken rowboats that have washed in and crashed along the rocks here, all in various forms of either decay from the constant water exposure or freshly damaged, ranging from all ages. You kind of look around and don't see
How fast
anything.
is the water flowing?
Fast enough it would be difficult to swim in. It does appear to be moving in a downward slope southwardly or southerly, and creating quite a strong current from what you can see.
Can I take some of the wooden planks from partially destroyed boat to...
They are 15 feet below you in the middle of the water and on the rocks.
Okay.
There's no way to just reach it. You'd have to either use a rope or climb down somehow.
I'm gonna use Steps of Night.
Okay.
That gives me the ability to... while I'm in dim light or darkness, I can give me a flying speed equal to my walking speed for 1 minute. And I'll start flying down the kids one by one
I am
towards one
Batman.
of the rocks.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. I think we can just go along the cliff edge, can we not?
Oh, so you said you're picking up the kids and beginning to fly them over to which rock? You can click and hold to ping.
Uh,
I'm trying to understand what the plan is here.
If this is a pad down, or we have to go over the river? Do we have a pad next to the water?
There's you can see the cliff all along the left side. You guys see the Roll20 map?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's like an entire pathway that is along the left side or the right side
Okay.
of this cavern, and then the rocks that kind of form a crossing to these outcroppings on the left side as well.
Okay.
Like I said, the river is 15 feet below all of that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna guess we're just gonna walk here, right?
It's
Way
up to
down.
you guys. Yeah. Vikarl's in the lead. That's what you all see. What are you guys doing from there? What's the plan? You're just like right at the entrance of the cave. It seems quiet apart from the rushing water below.
What are you scheming on, Ryan? I can see the fucking smile.
Well, should we avoid going in the water if we can, stay to the side of it?
I think as long as we can, for sure, just follow along the side on the ground and walk upriver. We saw boats. That's a good sign. Something's funneling
they
in
were
from somewhere.
All destroyed, though. So that's not a good sign.
Yeah. I forgot. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I think our best. I was under the impression that we would have to travel in the river. Apparently, if there's a path, we might as well just take the path.
what we
Albeit
have
he
to
did
go.
say there were things infesting this area, just not large.
Yeah, things live.
Creatures.
Things hunt. Small things, big numbers. Probably in the water, too. Orc had ton of bites on them.
Oh,
Yes, let's do our best to stay out of there then, I think.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll follow the river up and try to stay away from the water as much as we can and follow that until we can't.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. You're moving along.
Bring up the very rear.
Okay. We'll say the kids are between Dusty and Father Gustav and Violet for now, because that just makes sense. You guys go ahead and move yourself into the cavern where you think you would walk up to. Are you stealthing? Are you approaching cautiously? Or are you walking straight in? What's the plan?
Well,
If you guys want, I can shroud us so we can maybe avoid things altogether.
oh,
That would be wise, I think.
See Gustav looking at his armor and everything that makes sound. Like,
I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Go ahead and pass
Yeah.
cast without a trace. Everyone roll me a stealth check. I will roll 1 for the entire group of children.
ooh.
And maybe we'll just use like a village. Wow, guys.
I
Not
had to roll a
great.
Second one. I had to roll a
Mm.
disadvantage.
Yeah, you have
Oh, there we go.
disadvantage. Oh my god.
Not great.
What's the highest roll is an 8. And Dusty. And Violet.
Mm.
Oh, you're at advantage?
Yeah, my armor. Part of my class.
Ah, very nice. Okay, so you get a 30. Then we have an 18 from Dusty. A 17. Okay. So, go ahead and advance your group about up to those stalactite or stalagmites for me.
Mm-hmm.
As the whole group progresses, Xechas, you taking up the rear, fade into the shadows and kind of just like the little light you had for yourself, you just tuck into your jacket so you can just open it up to see enough where you're going, and you just sneak along the shadows. I'm going to position
Except
you
one
guys
of you
a
is
little bit.
actually singing out loud.
Hi.
Okay, so as you begin approaching, I need someone to roll me a d4. Any one of you, just in roll 20, whoever wants to. Don't all go at once. Nice. Okay, 2 4s.
Oh.
Okay, I love it.
It's 4. The answer is 4.
So as you progress your way towards the stalagmites, you hear above you, kind of hanging on the wall, this kind of gross, squelching, gelatinous sound. And your attention is drawn up as these 2 masses of black ooze just begin falling towards you. They're going to be falling towards... who rolled the lowest? Fucking Gustav is getting one. And you are protecting the kids, so I would say that they're behind you, so they wouldn't go after that. And then I think Dusty, you're the next lowest.
The other nat 1.
Yep.
Well, technically, Vite Carl's lower, but Dusty rolled
I
the
think
nat
I
Yeah,
was
I'll
a
go
7,
with I'll
yeah.
go with the nat one. So one's going for Father Gustav, and one is going for Dusty. As you look up and see 2 black puddings falling from the sky above you, or the wall above you, just straight down towards you. And we will roll initiative when we come back from our break in 10 minutes. Everybody,
Hey!
don't go
Hey.
nowhere. We'll be back in just a little bit, and we're
love
gonna
pudding.
fight some pudding. I've never
I
got
like
I don't
pudding.
like this pudding.
I've never got to use these in a game. I'm so excited. So we'll be back in 10. We're going to run a quick ad just to get Big Daddy Bezos off of our backs. Please do stick around
Out of
for
me,
that. Daddy Bezos. And we will be back in 10, everyone. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. I know I did. Sorry about the ads, but we got to do what we got to do to get rid of those pre-rolls, baby. We are going to jump right back into things. Dusty needs you to click your mini and roll initiative as well. Get yourself in there as we dive into this black pudding fight. Because even with Pass Without a Trace, The group check failed spectacularly. Y'all are on fire. I don't think I've ever seen that go down quite that badly.
One.
Amazing. Okay, we got Gustav and Dusty in there. Let's go. Descending order.
Didn't you roll in that too?
Yeah, it was
For
bad.
stealth, yeah.
We got a 1 from Gustav, an 8 from Dusty. For like the highest roll in the party was Violet and Xechas. 2 successes and the rest failed spectacularly. Either way, Dusty, as this squelching noise appears above you and you look up and see this massive black goo just kind of fall from the wall above. What are you doing?
Well, fuck. The first thing that comes out of his mouth.
Oh, hold up. They surprise rounded you guys. That's my bad. I have to actually do that. I forgot to. My shit. They're gonna quickly just do their 2 attacks against you guys real fast. First, why are you not rolling in D&D Beyond? Why are you doing this too? I'm annoyed. What if I go to the actual page? Oh, it's because it's the new version of the black pudding. Ew. All right. 20 to hit Dusty.
Hits.
And these 2 are against. And 23 to hit Father Gustav.
Yeah, hits.
Okay. Dusty, you take 20 points. Gustav, you take 12 points of acid damage. And both of your... Are you guys wearing magical armor? Or not?
No.
Nope.
Okay, the AC of your armor is reduced by 1 as the acidic nature of this creature just slowly begins sizzling through your armor. Slowly, you feel the burn kind of seeping through. That was a big damage roll. Now, at the top of the round, Dusty, it's your turn. Sorry, I forgot to kick it off with that.
First and foremost, fuck!
Important.
That is important. That's
yeah.
the key to an ambush is remembering to roll the attacks on the ambush. My bad.
You could have forgotten. We would have forgiven you.
I'm sure you would have.
Okay, first thing. There's not much he can do for them. First thing he's gonna do is look back to Violet and the others. Make sure the kids are alright. And then he's immediately gonna point his pistol down at this little fucking glob.
Okay, real quick, roll me an athletics check for Violet. She's going to try to shove her way between the kids and the ooze that has just landed next to it. She is able to scooch over and kind of draw some aggression, but she does not manage to shove her way in between the two, though the ooze does appear mostly focused on Gustav as it is rearing up towards him, recovering from the strike. What would you like to personally do?
Well, he is going to, doesn't really have a whole lot, so he's just going to start shooting at the ooze because he doesn't know jack shit about this thing.
Fair enough.
Do I see him
assaulted
leveling
him.
his musket?
You do.
Can I just react really quick and yell to the kids, cover your ears?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say that's free. Talking, as long as it's not like a fucking paragraph, I'll just consider free actions mostly.
What?
25 hits. You see all the kids like quickly cover their ears. There's hi, you little buddy.
Gonna be 10 piercing. He is gonna use Violet's reaction.
Yep.
For 4 force damage.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, you fire, and as the musket goes off, you see the bullet tear into it, kind of creating this large cavity. As it does so, you get your chowder. You get your reaction from Violet, and you see the very familiar purple flash as the force energy radiates out from that. Does not count as a melee attack, so you're not going to take any damage from hitting it, but it You could because you're within 5 feet, but that's not the rules as written. So we're gonna go with that. Okay. As you shoot, you hear the bullet dissolving inside. You're not sure if it's the heat from the gun carrying into the bullet, going into a liquid, or the liquid dissolving the bullet. But there's a distinct sizzle sound as that cavity closes back over it. So a total of 14 damage. Very good.
Okay, and then he shoots it again.
If valid. Quickly reloads. 12.
Jesus.
They have an AC of 7, so pretty
Oh,
hard not to
tick.
hit these. They don't move particularly fast. 11 more
11
points.
piercing.
Same deal as the musket ball just goes in. But you do see it reacting to it. 11 points. Okay, taking a couple hits already. Good way to
and
start.
Violet is gonna. Well, I guess her. Yeah, she'd just try to attack it. The one next to it. He would order because he ordered her to protect. So
Okay.
he's gonna swipe at the one next to the kids.
Okay. A natural 1 for a total of 7. Technically, its AC is 7, but nat 1 is a crit fail in an attack. So you don't hit. Unfortunately. That's pretty wild, though. Jesus. Violet steps forward and tries to bite, and as she feels like her teeth kind of clamp around it, she kind of has to like buck back as the taste fills the mouth, and it is not a pleasant one. Unfortunately, does not hit as it seems to just absorb the impact. That is a weird circumstance I have never seen occur in a D&D game before, where a nat 1 still technically
I don't know
hits
if we've ever encountered that. Yeah.
Nope, but nat 1's a crit fail in combat specifically, so yeah. That's it for Violet. Though you do kind of notice that I guess we can't really just rotate you, can we? Aha! Damn, it didn't work. Oh, it's auto mirror. I'm trying to flip it so it mirrors and faces the other way. Okay, moving on from you. The Kobold is up. Apparently he rolled
There's a
really...
name.
Gumgum is up. Gumgum the Kobold gets to go. He has his spear, which is more or less a dagger tied to a stick, but he's actually going to kind of lean it against his arm and pull out this bit of string with a little leather satchel on it, put a pebble in it, and just and sling a about a musket ball sized rock towards this creature with advantage because pack tactics, because you're within 5 feet of it. For a total of 15 for 4 bludgeoning. The rock hits the ooze, which is a wet slapping sound, and again just sizzles away into nothingness. And you are fairly certain that this is the acid and not the heat from your bullets that's causing the sizzle effect. That's really all he's got. He is going to go over here and reinforce Violet as well. And kind of get behind. Actually, he can go up to there as well. He's going to tuck into that corner and get ready to kind of sling out as needed. That is Gumgum's turn. Vitekarl, you're up.
Vitekarl's gonna go for his sword for a second, but he's gonna see the bullets dissolving in the body, and I like this sword.
What are you?
Just for a moment, you're gonna hear just help. And he's going to sort of drag his hands through the air, and you almost see a couple of ice crystals forming here and there, and he's going to take the cold from the air and slam it down on this guy for a frostbite. I need a
Okay.
DC 12 con.
Con save. Yeah. He rolled in that one. For 4.
Nice!
He fails.
So it's going to be 7 cold damage as just the frost from the air kind of just...
So you kind of freeze over this creature, and then the crystals all smash at once as he continues writhing underneath it, but it kind of writhes back from the damage. Didn't seem to like that.
Cool.
Hell yeah. 7 points of damage.
That'll be me.
And that was to the one fighting Dusty. So he's already...
Mm-hmm.
I need to do some quick maths. Yep. Okay.
Quick maths.
Not quite. All right. That is it. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Gustav?
That'll be me.
You are up. You see the 2 oozes beginning this onslaught against you and Dusty specifically. The kids are definitely within like a danger zone here. What are you doing?
What is the distance between the ooze and the kids?
It's side by side. There's no
Side by
distance
side.
at all.
Okay.
It takes up a space of 4 squares, and the kids are in the square right next to it. These
Okay.
are large creatures for now.
Yeah, then I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the ooze,
Sacred Flamme, love it.
and I'm gonna need a Dex 16 save.
I'm sure he'll make this with his -3 modifier. Yeah, 9. Let's go. He does not save at all. How much damage from Sacred Flame?
A whole fucking 2.
A whole fucking 2. Okay, so that's the top one. That's the first time he's taking damage. Right, just going to the right sheet here. 2 whole damage. Love that for you. I love that for you.
Isn't that lovely?
Hey, you know, we do the best with what we got.
And then I'm gonna maneuver myself so I'm in between the ooze and the kids.
Okay, I'm gonna say as a bonus action, roll me a athletics check to shove them back and get in between them and the ooze, because they are still.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, they're frozen stiff. You're not able to push them aside at the moment. Between defending yourself from the attack of the ooze, you're not able to pull that off. Okay. Next up is Xechas.
Okay. Xechas sees these drop from the ceiling, panics and freezes for a sec, and then, oh yes, and he's gonna pull a playbook out of the swamp fight, and I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on the one right in front of me.
Constitution save of 14. 22.
That's most unfortunate.
That is their
absolutely
Damn it.
nothing happens.
That's their best stat. You step forward and cast your spell, expecting to see this vortex appear, sucking the ooze into it and interposing it somewhere of your choosing. And as that flash just goes off, there is nothing. The ooze seems completely unaffected by it. I love you, and you're so sweet.
Okay.
But you're rubbing your tail on my mouse, and it keeps moving it, and it's annoying. And I love you.
I'm gonna move away from it. I'm gonna try and draw out an attack of opportunity.
Okay, you will. It's going to launch a dissolving pseudopod towards you. An 18 to hit.
It's a good thing I enchanted my armor. Misses by 1.
Okay, yeah, you're at 19.
Yeah, 19 now.
Beautiful. So as you kind of step out of its range, you hear this squelching sound as an entire tentacle-looking appendage reaches out from this creature and tries to slap towards you. Quickly just dodge out of the way, and it's unable to find any purchase on you. That was lucky, but you are wearing magic armor, so technically the acid wouldn't eat away at it, which is positive for you, but still
Fine.
hurts.
It's a lot of fucking damage.
That is a
Yeah,
lot.
okay,
of
so I'm gonna
fucking
move over
damage.
here now, and I'm gonna yell to the kids, "Get out of its way now! I've
Okay.
distracted it."
Hell yeah. That your turn?
And that's me. Yep.
All right, kids are going to immediately just move back 10 feet, and actually over to here. So they're kind of clustered up behind the stalactite or stalagmites that are kind of sprouting out of the ground here. They kind of hide, putting that between them and both of the oozes. Very good call. Very well done. Next up is the ooze fighting Dusty. He is going to. I mean, hey, you may as well just keep going with the thing. Dissolving pseudopod towards you, Dusty. A 10. He misses. So as you kind of familiar with how this thing attacks now, having witnessed it at least twice, you kind of step out of the way as the pseudopod lashes out and slaps against the side of the cliff behind you. For its movement... No, it's quite content where it is, I would say. Yep, that will do for that. And then the one up by Father Gustav and Violet. I'm going to roll a d4. If it's odd, it's going to attack Violet. If it's even, it's attacking Father Gustav. It is attacking Violet. Okay. It's going to lash out a pseudopod towards Violet. Satan 12. I'm rolling not great. We started real strong. We were not keeping it up in the middle. It's like the Montreal Canadiens in the last 3 games. Anyway, that's not important. That's not important. I'm not going to cry about it. He is going to move out of Violet's space and kind of begin
game 1.
pushing towards Father Gustav and Xechas a little bit as it moves slowly, squelching across the ground. 15 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's go. So it's gonna be 5 piercing
5 piercing.
and 2 force.
Okay. So creature that hits the pudding with a melee attack takes 1d8. So 2. Violet takes 2 points of acid damage as she bites down into the acid, and you can kind of see it dissolving little bits of skin along her lips. She looks quite uncomfortable with it, but not too much damage from that. She's gonna have a real bad canker sore later. Dusty, you're up.
All right. Well, he doesn't want to move, exposing access to the children, so he is just going to stand right here
Okay.
and fire his gun.
We're firing a gun.
Actually, now that the kids are closer to him,
Mm-hmm.
I think he, for a moment, raises the musket and then drops it as it catches the rope he has, and then he'll grab the longbow instead. He
Fair enough.
pulls
Okay.
it. He doesn't want to.
Go
The
ahead
kids
and
are too
shoot me
close now.
A close range arrow shot. Okay.
It's not bad.
So
and
yeah.
I'll use Violet's reaction
Okay. So we're doing
for
it's
another
10 plus 3, 13 times 2, 26. You hit for 26 damage.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So as you bloody the black pudding,
I'm erect.
it triggers an effect. Having become bloodied, it now, like, as you fire your arrow, you watch it kind of flex and twist and bend as it makes its way through the ooze, splitting it in half down the middle as it tears straight through it. And you now have 2 smaller oozes as you bloody the creature. Each of them currently have half. Okay, so they split up that HP. Not so bad. I'm just gonna have to keep doing maths in my head, but that's fine. You see your damage takes full effect, and they kind of shrink down as some of them are destroyed and cast off into the river behind you, but there are now 2 smaller oozes, both within your range.
He's gonna shoot the one closer to him with the
Jesus.
second arrow.
Beautiful nat 20. Okay, 24 will hit as well.
For 8.
Okay, 8 points of damage. Which one are you shooting?
The one right next to him.
That one? Or that one? Okay. You watch as your second arrow, as you just quickly knock it, pull it back, and fire, tears right through the ooze. I believe... Yeah, no, that works out. You see the arrow dissolving as it rips through the creature and digging into the stone beneath it, and the ooze just dissolves into a pile of kind of, for lack of a better term, goo on the already somewhat moist cavern floor. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
For now, no. He's gonna command Violet to just stay between the ooze and the kids.
Okay. Easily done. Violet takes a defensive posture between them. Moving on to Gumgum, who is going to move and kind of get into the group of kids himself and quickly just sling a rock over the top of it at the smaller ooze that's still attacking you guys. Kobold. Sling with advantage. That... wow. Okay, so an 8. My dice rolls went... They just tanked. He just fires a rock. Lucky it wasn't the nat one, because it certainly would have hit one of you, or at least there would have been a roll there. You both feel this rock fly past you towards the ooze, getting just a little too close to the side of each of your head. That will be his whole turn. Gumgum, they ain't got much in the arsenal, unfortunately, at the moment. Vykarl, you're up.
All right, Vykarl's gonna go ahead. Would there be enough room for me to sort of interpose between the slime and Dusty?
100%, yeah. There's 5 feet of open space there.
I absolutely would. I would sort of just, in that moment, just slide through. And
Slide
taking
to
the same sort of moment, I'm just doing a little swirl. A snowflake starts to kind of very roughly develop above his head. And I need a DC 12 con. Please. Pop.
Oh, you're lucky. Ignore
Hey!
that. It froze for a second, didn't roll. 8 points of cold. Okay, that is enough.
As that big, very rough-looking, childlike snowflake just.
Oh, you split them when he had 14 HP, so each one had 7, so it was just pop. Well done. It shatters into a pile of ice on the ground, completely destroyed. Fuck yeah, that's cool. Fuck.
I might give a little smirk back to Dusty, kind of a little like, did he see that? Yeah, he saw that.
He saw that. Yeah, he saw that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's me.
As we're done peacocking. Gustav Kitzler, you are up, my friend. What are you doing?
Magical weapon. That's not working. I'm just gonna try another Sacred Flame again.
Okay. Dex save?
Dex 16, yeah.
Ooh, 14. Trash.
Well, it's better than the previous one. It's 4 damage this time.
Okay. He's still looking fine. The Sacred Flame kind of tears up around the body. You hear it sizzling this time with the effect of the spell, but as it fades, the creature is still very much in this fight.
That's gonna be it for me.
Sounds good. No movement or anything. Who's up next? Zeus. What do you got, buddy?
All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp again. I don't want this
Okay.
to hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool if it does. So yeah, 100%. That is Constitution save. 18.
Well, I don't have any more second level, so I was gonna tell you I was gonna fucking put him in the river.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
As you
unfortunate.
try again to
would've been
cast
so
your
funny.
spell. I'm sorry. As you try again to cast your spell, you are
Oops.
unable to do so, and the creature resists the effects of your spell.
What's this? I don't have any bonus action cantrips. I don't have any bonus action cool things at all. I'm gonna move for the back.
Okay. Valid. Next up is the
It's
children's.
okay.
They are pretty comfortable. They're just going to scooch over a little and maybe get behind you guys over there. Next up is the ooze, who is going to, at this point, he's
From Uzbekistan.
pretty well locked in on this one, so he's just going to go for Father Gustav. For an 11. God, man.
Father Ooze stuff.
Gustav, he unleashes a pseudopod towards you, and you're able to shake it off. You do feel it kind of glance off the armor, and there's a slight sizzle from it, but not enough contact to do any damage to it further than what you've already suffered. And he's going to use his movement to. He has no survival instinct. He's an ooze, so he's just gonna fucking stay there and keep fighting. Dusty, you're up. You're muted.
All right, Dusty's gonna make his way over
Right.
here now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna start shooting at the other ooze
Okay.
with the bow still, because the kids are right next to him.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair loud.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll 19 hits.
We'll have Violet react again
Okay.
for only 1.
10 points of damage. You fire an arrow. The flash kind of blows open the cavity as the arrow tears through, and then is quickly dissolved within as well.
No, and he'll
Another shot?
go ahead and shoot
Mhm.
again.
Go ahead. That'll
For
hit.
6.
Nice. You guys are just watching Dusty just tee off shot after shot on these creatures. Between the crit on the last one and the ice from Vite Carl, it's quite a spectacular display between the two of them. As another arrow just into the ooze and begins dissolving away.
And he's going to
And then there's this
command
one guy in the
Violet
corner.
to come over here to
Sorry.
block the other pathway to the children.
Okay. Closing off that. Fucking Gumgum. Gumgum's up. He is going to keep slinging. He's just chilling. At advantage because Father Gustav is there. Fuck yeah! You go, buddy. Let's see here. So
That's my boy.
Oh no. There we go.
Second child.
You've wet slap as the rock just hits into the ooze yet again. That's all he's got. He's gonna go over here and continue between you and the kids, just kind of following your lead on that one. Next up, we have Vite Carl. The other ooze is still very much alive, though it's starting to look a little haggard. There's a number of arrows still dissolving inside of it. A pebble about the size of a musket ball.
Carl would probably try his best to interpose between them as well. So he's going to go 5,
Kieran, you have
10,
advantage.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, about here.
Okay.
And he's going to do the same thing. So DC Con 12.
Come on, roll. What the?
Oop.
How come your
Oh,
concept
well,
only bad
there we
against
go.
him, huh?
Pop up. And this time I just kind of did a little on them. It was just very minty, really. It was barely frosted at all.
Beautiful. Next up is Gustav Kitzler. What do you got? You got an advantage from Soph.
Do I have to use the advantage right away?
No.
Okay. Good.
You could if you roll shit, you could be like, I'm going to use that advantage. You just have to say it before I tell you what has happened on your roll.
Of course. Yeah, well, I'm still going to try another Sacred Flame. Just because. I'm going to need another Dex 16, please.
Another dick save. Got it. 11 dick save. Didn't make it.
Give me a better... There we go.
Okay.
Not enough dicks.
Nice. Because he doesn't have a dick.
Okay, so as you cast your spell, the holy flame erupts around the creature, and you watch it as it too reaches a state of bloodied splits, kind of melts into two separate creatures, and you are now dealing with two smaller oozes. You do realize those two oozes are directly next to you. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No,
Okay.
I'm fine for now.
Sounds good. Xechas, you're up. There's two more oozes, or the ooze has just split in front of you.
Alright then. I'm gonna aim the palm and send the lightning launcher at the one right in front of Gustav, not the diagonal one.
Okay.
For 20.
Okay. You fire your lightning launcher, and you watch as it hits directly on the creature. The lightning kind of sizzles around the outside of it, creating these patterns in the ooze, and it takes no effect as the ooze splits into a smaller. So now there are a medium ooze and two small oozes next to Kieran. Or next to Father
I
Gustav.
seem to have made a mistake. And I'm gonna put the palm back down.
Yeah, they seem completely immune to your lightning damage. Entirely. In fact, it was quite beneficial to them.
Perfect.
You're
Okay,
having
I'm
a
gonna
rough
take out the
fucking
musket
artificer game, dude.
That I
Okay.
have one bullet loaded in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna yell again, cover your ears! And I'm gonna aim at the medium.
Earmuffs!
and bang.
Go ahead and fire. Don't roll in that one or you're shooting Father Gustav. 12 will hit. Which one are you aiming for? Top,
That
middle,
was
or bottom?
20. The medium one, the one that I didn't just split into two.
Okay. That's good.
Fucker.
Oh
11.
my god. 11. Okay, beautiful. Okay. You watch as your musket ball just tears through it. It kind of splits apart and reforms itself back into a solid shape, but it is looking very much worse for wear. It is not doing well. Anything else you want to do?
Don't hit them with anything lightning. And that's me.
The kids are just ear-muffed up, hiding from the sound of the gunshot. It is the ooze's turns. We're going to start with the medium ooze. It is going
I just want to point out that's now the second time my lightning launcher has been beneficial to the thing we're fighting.
That's true.
Incredible.
It's amazing. The medium ooze is going to move up, and they're kind of like encircling Father Gustav, but one is it's actually going to lash out backwards towards you, Bite Carl. They are looking very rough, but they are putting up a fight to end this. 12 is not going to hit you, I believe.
Nope.
Ugh. Damn, unfortunate. Okay, next two are going for Father Gustav. The first one. The 24.
Hits.
You take 13 points of acid damage as this kind of small tentacle lashes out, smacking you across the neck. Your armor takes another penalty of -1 to the AC. What's your armor AC at now?
18.
Damn. The other one's going to attack as well. For a 16, not going to hit you. This time it's not able to get through and find the parts it was trying to hit. But it's getting a little dangerous in this space. Anything, that's it for them. Dusty, you're up. You're watching all of this unfold in front of you.
Well, he's gonna shoot for the bigger one first.
Mhm.
As he fires a arrow real quick.
Sounds good. That'll hit.
He'll have Violet help out again.
Okay.
14 total.
As you fire your bow, the arrow into the goo, as it has before, and you see the purple flash begin to just grow, and then it shatters into, or not shatters, it just is exploded into a pile of viscera, and is no longer around to be fighting you guys, as pieces of it just drip from the cavern walls around you guys. Well done. There's just the two
And
small
then
ones left.
He'll move forward a little and then take a second shot at the one on the bottom here.
Okay. You just got a hit. Doesn't have enough HP to survive anything from you. That'll hit. That'll kill it. You fire your first arrow. As the pieces of the first ooze are still falling from the force of the explosion, your next arrow is already knocked and fired towards the smaller ooze. Gustav, you watch as an arrow just whizzes past your hip and into the creature, and it just kind of dissolves into a pile on the floor. Anything else you want to do, Dusty?
He'll command Violet to just go try to claw it, I guess.
Okay. Violet runs forward. Go ahead and roll an attack. That is not going to hit. Having a rough day. What's up, Dope Pope? Welcome in, buddy. I appreciate you coming in with the raid, my friend. How are you today? What were you playing? Thank you for the shout out, Kieran. Appreciate Warhammer Vermintide. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. I hope you had fun. We're just wrapping up a little bit of a D&D fight here. I appreciate you raiding in with your community. I am your DM this evening. These are my friends, and we're here to just, have some fun and roll some dice and cause some chaos and traumatize some children along the way. It's a vibe in here, everybody. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for raiding in. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out in the new channel and everything. Really appreciate it. With that being said, Dusty, anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope. That's all I got.
Hell yeah. Okay. Next up is Gumgum the Kobold. Of course, is going to just...
Child trauma is central to their development.
It is. It is. It's very important. He does have advantage. 12 will hit. 6 points of... As your young kobold, somewhat feral kobold companion runs up behind you, you hear the of the sling, and then the rock that he releases from it tears into this black ooze and again just kind of embeds itself deep enough, and the creature just slowly forms into kind of a wet puddle on the ground. Run's going good. We haven't had anyone die yet. It's been close a couple times, but they just got ambushed by some goo. It's pretty sweet. Some very acidic goo. They met a little kobold named Gumgum, who has pledged his eternal fealty to Dusty, the dragon keeper. So that's pretty cool. It's been fun. So as this last ooze kind of just dissolves into nothing on the ground, the rest of you stand victorious. Gustav and Dusty, your armor is damaged in different capacities at this point, but it's definitely looking a little worse for wear.
No, don't worry too much about that. I can fix that up later. It'll take a bit of time, but it's no problem.
In the interest of not getting dissolved, maybe we take it slow and look at the ceilings, I guess.
Sure.
Yes, so maybe don't rattle around so much when I'm trying to sneak.
True.
Well,
Xechas, roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh.
Three.
Okay. You looking at the armor, you can definitely ascertain that a mending spell would likely be able to repair that damage fairly easily.
Beautiful.
Other than that, you kind of look up. Now you're thinking about keeping an eye on the roof, and realize even with the dim light that's being, hi Chowder, you wake up from your nap? No, you're just gonna roll over and nap somewhere else. I respect it. Okay, don't lay on the stream deck, or you're gonna change the scene, and then people won't be able to see us. Okay. Everyone, this is Chowder.
Maybe.
He's being a little pain in my butt right now, but we love him. Love him. Sorry, he's
so white.
Bugging me. I know. He's so pasty, just like me. My little pasty boy. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, what do you all want to do as you all stand here, having defeated the Black Ooze? What's the plan?
Keep
At
moving
this moment
along.
in time, Father Gustav will give Eyes of Night to
Okay.
everyone in the party and little Kobold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Gumgum,
I can
able
give it for up to 5 people.
as your ability takes effect, you see Gumgum, who has lived with like relative dark vision his whole life, watch his eyes just open up as he now can see 300 feet into the dark, and he's seeing parts of these caves he's never fucking seen before, and he's kind of takes that all in for a second, and then has to refocus. Packs his sling away, looks at you, Dusty, and says,
Gumgum do good?
yeah, you did a fine job. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Gumgum do good.
As we go forward, I'm just gonna. Y'all keep an eye around. I'm gonna focus a little as we.
Fair.
Smart idea, hun.
Okay. I need stealth checks from everyone if we're proceeding cautiously. Your pass without a trace should still be up from before. I don't believe
I
you
should
did.
roll con save.
That's true. You did take.
Of DC 10. Nope.
No, yeah, your pass without a trace fades. You definitely took enough damage during that fight to probably broken it, so that's fine. You no longer able to aid in the stealth check per se. But we have an 11 from Vikarl, a 19 from Xechas.
I'm gonna guidance Vikarl.
Okay, and Gustav, you do have
Ding,
advantage
yup.
from Soph if you'd like to use it for your stealth check to cancel out your
Oh,
disadvantage.
yeah.
It's up to you.
I'm up to a
Okay.
14.
Collectively, pretty damn good. What do we get from Gustav? This will make or break the situation. Powder cameo.
That's not
He hangs out a lot now. He likes to sleep right up on my desk. It's actually at the point that I have to keep this lint roller on hand at all times to just lint roll up the carpet that is left on my computer desk every morning. It's magical. So collectively, pretty solid stealth checks all around. You guys begin moving cautiously along Dusty. Go ahead and roll me a perception check while you're keeping an eye on the ceiling. Who is leading this? Vicar, are you still taking point? Okay.
I'll still take the lead up.
Roll me a survival check because you're going into uncharted territory now.
What up?
Okay, 14 perception. You don't see anything else on the
Flesh.
wall. Every now and again, you see maybe like a large centipede or something crawling along some of the stalactites up above, but nothing that poses a direct threat to you. You gather the black pudding, large ooze you fought was likely the kind of current apex predator in these parts, and you're unlikely to find anything else on your way. Flash of genius for what?
Ignore the d20. Just it's +3 to fight Carl's roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bless you.
Okay. Nice.
I don't
For
know why it rolls
14.
a d20.
You follow along the path. Nope. Go away. You follow along, eventually reaching the south end of the cavern. You see the river disappear into another large cavern where the kind of funnels. You see these raging rapids begin to form in the cavern below, and you gather that had you chosen to take the river route, you would have probably had quite the time navigating this particular part of the water. But as you continue southward, you eventually branch off to the east. Gumgum points you away from the southern path.
Smells like troll.
And you kind of continue along. I'll say with your check, you are able to kind of lead throughout the day as you're slowly just making your way through these caverns almost endlessly, to the point that you begin to question if you're heading the right direction, what time it is up above. So you kind of have to trust your internal clock on that one, but you begin to feel the beginning stages of exhaustion to kick in, and you gather you'd likely find or want to find somewhere to camp somewhere in the near future as you have finished your first day of travel down here.
As we're traveling along, can I look for things with which to make a fire? Any kind of scraps of wood or dried moss or anything like that? I'm just going to...
Yeah, roll me a survival check to scavenge on your way.
Did we take some of the parts of the boat that were on shore?
Yeah, some of it was dry, some of it had got out of the water. Oof. You don't find
I
a
fall in the
single
river.
dry object or burnable thing anywhere along this path. There is just moss on the walls that is sopping wet like a sponge. The occasional fungi growing out from around a particularly damp part of the cave.
Finally,
Dusty.
a piece of wood. Pick it up. It's sopping wet.
Yeah, it just
With
dissolves
Violet-
in your hand.
With Violet's fly speed, could she go down there, grab one of the entire boats, or like broken boats in her mouth and pull it up?
I would say one of the half boats maybe is more feasible. They are quite waterlogged at this point, but I'll say roll me a strength check for Violet.
Can I help? Using my steps of night to fly with Violet?
I will say you can either both roll separate or one of you can roll with advantage. It's up to you.
She got a +3, so I don't know if you want to do.
Same. I got a +3 as well, so you do the roll.
All right. With assistance. Hell yeah. You are able to bring up kind of the back half of this old rowboat that's kind of been washed up along one of the particularly high rocks and is dried somewhat over time. It is still quite damp, but not like it's been sitting in the water the entire time, and you likely could probably do something with that. You haul it back onto shore and break it down into a bit of usable firewood. I'd say probably enough to get a 2-3 hour fire out of in total.
All right.
Okay. You just kind of stuff that in the bag of holding as well, and carry on your way. I need someone to roll me a survival check to find a suitable and safe place to camp. Whoever wants to.
With guidance.
With guidance.
Got you. Thank.
We love
Fuck
our
for
little dragon
guidance.
companion.
I'll also flash of genius it.
Fair. Okay.
For 15.
So 15 total.
All right, easily done. You do manage to find a fairly large open cave, a little bit off the beaten path. You kind of have to wind down this really thin, winding, not corridor, cavern path that kind of leads you to this large opening. There's a pool of water in the middle and just a steady drip coming from the ceiling above you. You gather you likely have wandered underneath the river that was raging above you, and some of it has just gradually leaked through.
Gustav will walk up and cast Leomund's tiny hut.
You have Leomund's tiny hut? Okay. I love that. You are just a utilitarian. I love that.
Clerics.
Where do you want to cast it in particular? Are you aiming like next to the water or in like the corner against the wall?
Away from the water at least.
Okay. So you
we
find
can
a
have
nice
a campfire in front of it.
You have a nice flat, dry piece of land. Is there casting time on that? I wouldn't imagine it'd take long enough to matter anyway.
Also, can't we not exit or enter the hut?
No, you can't. He allows who can enter or exit the hut. It's his choice.
Cool.
It will be a little
I thought
cramped.
we were just walked in.
It will be cramped with 4 of you, a kobold, a dragon, and 4 children in here, but it is doable. It's not necessarily going to be the most comfortable.
It's 10 foot.
10-foot radius?
Sphere and 10 foot.
It's like a half sphere, basically. Some of it goes into the ground, and then things can't tunnel up your ass. So as you all appear, what form, like what color is your dome? It's a very simple, just glowing dome, but it would manifest in the same color as your magic.
Blue.
Okay.
Bright blue.
You all see this kind of bright blue dome coalesce here, and far enough from the water that you're not getting wet during the night, but close enough that it would be a quick walk for a drink. You see it appear before you. Are you entering right away? What's the plan? I'll let you describe what it's like on the inside in terms of, climate.
You'll see, like, there's a couple of bedrolls on the ground. I think I can have it so there's also a fireplace inside, right?
You can start a fire inside it safely, yeah. I'd say I'd allow you to make like a little campsite out of it for flavor's sake. Cool with me.
Yeah, I would say this would be good for the kids and maybe for Gumgum. So they have a nice, dry, warm place to stay in.
Fair.
Sure.
The kids immediately seeing this appear before them, comfortable bedrolls to sleep on, and a small fire burning in the inside, providing heat and warmth. They all run their way inside, quickly passing through the edge of the tiny hut. It would have been hilarious if you had refused them entry and they just all splatted on it, but we're not those kind of people here.
I'm going to send you a DM, by the way.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, the atmosphere inside the emanation is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside.
Yep. Oh, it's quite nice. So I like to picture it as just like a tiny little campsite. That's just how I've always vibed it out. But yeah, you've managed to make enough comfort. There's enough room for you to all sit in there comfortably and make some food. It might just be a little cramped for the sleeping portion when everyone's kind of laid out. But you can all pile inside, make yourself some rations over the fire, which does provide enough warmth for cooking. And make yourselves comfortable for the night.
What's this little pond in the middle like? Is it flowing or is it stagnant?
Sorry, I was reading a DM.
It's okay. This little pond in the middle, is it flowing or is it kind of stagnant and murky?
It's up to Kieran. Or the water. It's
Water outside.
fresh. It is being filtered through the stone. It is crystal clear, almost glacier-like water.
Oh, incredible. I'm actually going to take an empty water skin that I have, fill it up with that, and have a drink of nice fresh water.
It is cold and extremely fresh. You gather as it's just made its way through the sandstone or the stone above. It's just gradually filtered out. And it does kind of like flow away from this puddle in these little streams that also make their way through the cavern walls as well. So it is a actively flowing water source.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna drink that all and fill it back up. Keep it in my bag for now. But this water is almost way too fresh. You should have some if you're thirsty. I'm gonna say to everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a solid idea. We should refill all the skins we have and whatnot.
That's a good idea.
You refill all your supplies with nice, fresh cave water. You tuck in for the evening. Is there anything you'd like to do before we go to bed?
And when the kids are in the hut and solidly asleep, I'll ask Zeas, one, if he has some time to fix my armor, and two, to take the corpse out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
Oh yes. Shall I? I'll fix the armor and here. Zeus very awkwardly takes the corpse out of the bag folding and kind of sets it very gingerly on the ground in front of you.
Okay. You lay out the body, the head.
You see Father Gustav kneeling down, taking off his backpack and taking an item out of it. Then he starts praying. You see a slight glow on his holy symbol, and I'm going to use the Rod of Resurrection on the corpse.
Okay, before we do that, I'm assuming everyone in the party is awake for this, right?
Oh.
Okay. This is magic beyond even Father Gustav, even with help from his deity and the item provided to him. So I would like to give all of you an opportunity to contribute as well. As you see Gustav beginning somewhat of a ceremony here, is there anything you would like to add? Be it a token, any kind of magic you have to offer?
I'm going to pop my head into the dome and just ask the kids, what was your friend's name? The one who didn't make it.
God, I gotta pull open my notes. You see
Benevinstanciano.
Benevinstanciano. You see the current oldest boy, the one who's kind of taken a bit of a leadership role. His name's Benson. He's my brother.
All right, thank you. We're going to do our best to help them, okay? We have some very powerful magic.
Okay. Can I watch?
Just stay in here, all right? It's actually, you know what? Just a moment. I'm gonna stick my head back in. The oldest boy in there is his brother. I think it might help if he, either watches or says something.
Well, he can watch, but there's no guarantee this is gonna work. I've never tried this kind of magic. So, as long as he is aware of this, that it might not work, he's more than welcome to stay.
Okay.
All right. I'll stick my head back in. Yes, you can, if you'd like. Just so you know, we're doing the most we can to help him. There is a very small chance that this doesn't work. You know that we are doing our best.
It's not like it can get any worse, right?
Well, you're not wrong, kid. All right, come on.
He follows you out of the dome back into the cold, somewhat frigid air of the deep caverns here, and he sees his brother on the ground, laid out for the first time. And there's a quick pause as he takes in the sight, even with the bit of placement you've tried to, keep things in one piece, so to speak. He definitely notices. And there's a moment where you see his jaw tremble ever so slightly, but he kind of sturdies his back up and walks over, puts his hand down on his brother's chest. He looks up at Gustav. I want to help, if I can. Thanks, Dope Pope. Thank you for the raid, buddy. As that's all happening, Dusty and Vikarl.
Dusty looks to Vikarl, kind of motions him towards him, and then will wrap his arm around him and just say, I'm here.
Take Dusty's arm and just bow my head and start to mutter. I'm praying everything and anything. And for just a moment, there's a shimmer on either side of me and Dusty in this huddle as two hands, one on Dusty's hand or one on Dusty's shoulder and another on my shoulder, kind of pull themselves out as summon two dryads to join us.
Okay.
And all three of us, almost instinctually, Carl sort of breaks away from Dusty, and the two dryads and Carl just wave their hand in front of the child, and we're gonna cast Druidcraft all at the same time to give him a bed of flowers and leaves to lay upon.
Okay. As that all happens, Father Gustav, you can continue describing what you pull from your bag.
I'll link it out for the people.
You've made some slight modifications, but you'll get the idea.
Yeah. Gustav is on his knees, head bone, and he's saying a prayer to Helm. Please, Helm, grant me the power to give the life back to his innocent soul.
Okay.
He did not deserve what happened to him. So if there's any help you can give him, this would be the time.
As you produce the Rod of Resurrection, you all notice the quality of it. While it is immaculately made, it looks old, it looks ancient, it looks like it's seen its day come and go over time. And even as he's holding it, you see small cracks forming in it as it's glowing in his hand, and he begins channeling his spell as he's saying his prayer. You see the glow. It's still the customary light blue.
Well, it depends if we want to do what we discussed before.
Well, it's up to you.
It will have changed.
Okay, into what?
It will have changed to a golden glow.
Okay. You watch the blue that you've become so familiar with beginning to pulse from this rod, and then the glow changes from a light blue to a brilliant gold, a brilliant shining white light of pure radiance. You watch as Father Gustav's, he closes his eyes as he finishes his prayer and opens them, and they too are glowing the same brilliant gold. He raises the rod and casts the resurrection spell on it. But as you do it, I need you to make me a religion check with advantage. A DC of 10.
Oof.
Okay. And you all watch as he stands there praying, his eyes glowing with equal radiance to the Rod of Resurrection, and then you hear a shattering sound and you're all blinded by a bright, radiant golden light. And as the light fades, you rub your eyes and you look down on the ground where there's just this faint golden glow that begins to fade ever so slightly. And just as it fades completely, that is where we will end our session for today.
So cool, guys! Oh my god!
We will see what happens next week when we come back. Kieran, if you're able.
Rich, so we could afford animators.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Or we just had enough
moment.
nerdy animator friends to just, fan do it for us. One
I
day.
just want that moment.
One
The
day.
blue to the gold. I want that.
We could draw that. I'm sure we could find an artist to do that for us. So, as you say your final prayer and we await whatever the results may be next week, we will see you all very soon. I very excited to have got everyone here. Kieran, if you're able to join next week, please feel free to do so, and we will wrap up this journey just through this mini Underdark. Not quite the full Underdark, but a little taste of it. I want to thank everyone for being here. I know it's been a heavy couple sessions with everything going on, but I feel like we've got things to a pretty good point. So,
we've had a miracle.
We have. Well done. So with that,
Instead of the alternative.
Oh man, that's a good one. I like the hallelujah more. So, with all of that being said, we are going to go ahead and raid out. But I'm going to find someone for us to raid while I give an opportunity for the homies below me to say goodbye, starting with Ryan.
Favors. I'm doing a lot of GameCube over on my stream. We're also getting into some group drawing sessions. We did a couple of those last few days. I've been loving those. I also just got a little stylus for my phone, so get ready for more of those.
Ooh.
It's all sorts of insanity. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Who are you? You're not my grandchild. Where are you taking me?
Amazing, guys. Everyone go show some love to Ryan over at the little purple house, or the big purple house on the hill. It's getting big. We've expanded quite a bit. And moving on from that, JTB, what you got to say? When are you streaming again? We need to see more.
Well, I'm JTB. As you have seen me throughout this entire 2.5 hours. Yeah, next stream, I'm not fucking sure, to be honest. I don't have D&D tomorrow like I normally would on Tuesdays. So I could, depending on how I'm feeling when I get out of work and whatnot. Really just depends on how absolutely railed I get by work.
Shout out getting railed by work. Well, we hope to see you.
And if not, maybe on the weekend.
We love the weekend stream. I will be away camping this weekend, but I'm going to try to maybe get a Sunday night thingy in. We'll see. Or Friday night. Who knows? We had a great time playing Phasmo the other night, so I'm thinking we'll make that a regular thing. That was pretty great.
Also, apparently my ass can summon ghosts.
Love that. That's true. You clap them
Phasmo.
Cheeks and the ghost just arrived.
I summoned Jessica.
I summoned
Ally. So, moving on. Kieran, any words for the people before I pass it on to Chris for a fun animal fact, which I'm assuming you have ready? Gotcha.
Yeah, thanks again to Rusty and the boys for letting me join. It was fun as always.
Always.
Streams are going to be very sporadic for the time being for me. You'll see me next week here on Rusty's stream. If I have the energy, I'll put a stream up, but there's no guarantees.
Sounds good. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you back for our next one. It's going to be fun. And everyone go show some love to Kieran over there. Sometimes I join him and we shoot each other in the face. It happens. It's never intentional most of the time. Most of the time. Moving on. Chris, what do you got to say to end off our stream?
Female koala bears have 3 vaginas.
All right. I want to know more, but I don't want to know more. So I'm not going to.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. That's all we need. We love it. We're going to raid out to Kaylee.
Do the research if you're more curious.
Everyone go.
3 koalases.
Oh no. Everyone go show some love over on Kaylee's channel. She's been a friend of the stream for a while, so we're going to go show some love over there. If you got the emotes by a subby, feel free to drop them in there. Say hi from us over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. In the meantime, I have been your DM, David Patrick. These have been my friends, and you have all been awesome. We will see you next week for a little bit more D&D chaos with Kieran. See you guys.